Yeah, hold on real quick. I think you see police walking. I'm gonna call you right back in probably about like 5 minutes.
All right, man. All right, man. You be good.
Yo, it's Snow, baby.
Yo, it's your boy No. We on the No Show. Before I say anything, fuck with my shit. Subscribe. All right.
Hey, if I hang up all of a sudden, it's because the CO walking. I got somebody watching for me though, but I'll just come right back. You hear me?
All right, bet. I want that before we start anything. I want that to be pushed out. All right, now I'm gonna start. It's your boy No. We on the No Show. Before we say anything, subscribe. I want everyone to know that if he does leave, he's still here. We doing this live. All right. So before I say anything, do anything, I'm gonna let my host introduce himself.
My name is Antonio Lona. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Currently incarcerated in Forest City, Arkansas, the medium. Just live and direct. What's going on?
What's going on, my guy? We've actually had him on the show before, so it's actually, I think it's been about like 5 years. It's been about maybe 5 or 6 years. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little minute. I've been gone 5.5, maybe 6 in February.
So yeah,
it was that summer right before that.
Yeah, it had to be way back. You know, before, that's what we were talking about before while we were getting everything set up is, you know, I relate to this so much because, you know, I did that. I went down my last time at 17 and I didn't get out until I was 24. So I understand the magnitude of what it is to be in there, what it's like, what to do 5 years, to sit here and talk to you and understand the mentality you're going through right now to be in there, you know. So
yeah, it's definitely just a up and down battle, you know. But I've just been trying to use my time as efficiently as possible to just be on this self-development journey. So I kind of really don't see it as a waste. I'm ready to go home. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, I feel that.
I know it's much needed for my purpose.
Let's just see how you doing before I start even going into anything that has to go on. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm well. I'm peaceful. I'm real peaceful, man. I'm well.
I dig it. Smooth with the hat, up in there. So tell them, are you 23 hours in one or?
No, it's controlled movement. We got movement all day, depending on what occurs on the yard. So sometimes we might be, or lately they've been having staffing issues, so we've been locked down in our cells all day. But we used to get out about 5. You know, the feds, they always lock down at 9. But usually we out all day from 6:30 to 9. But like I said, depending on what goes on in the yard, if somebody gets into a fight, if somebody's caught out of bounds, if, you know, they got the K2 real bad in here, so if somebody gets hot to K2 and actually they call it an episode where they wild out, then we get locked down as well.
Yo, I remember it was the 4th of July. We was in there. We was in state. We was over there in Lansing, and we took some K2 and some ecstasy pills. And I was in my room that whole night, my G. Hey, I was freaking out so bad every time I heard them keys, man. I thought it was like Insidious, man, that demon shit.
Yeah, it's definitely started with a lot of drugs. You know, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to use your time, if you want to. Some people, that's how they like to do their time. I don't knock it. You know, if that's what they enjoy doing, because it's really just trying to figure out a way to cope and deal with this stuff, because it's mentally straining. Every day you don't get no alone time. You got a cellie. You in a small cell. You constantly got to deal with people. You constantly got to deal with the police. You got to deal with your family members on the outside, and you got children. So it's constant agony, mental agony that you're going to endure while you're incarcerated. So however you choose to be able to cope with that, I definitely could empathize with you.
I think when I was in there, man, I was young, man. I almost got fucked up a couple times. I started some riots. You know how it is when you were young being in prison. It was a different thing, but you know, going through that stuff my whole life, we always see things and how people go through it. You know, we got a lot of people that go in and out, and like you said, you can't let time use you. You can be in there and you can learn. You can come out being better, or you can go in there and you can have lost all that time. You know, OGs used to tell me that all the time when I would sit down on the table and play chess with them all the time.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Just to elaborate on it, you know, like you said, when I first came in, I was 28. I'm 33 now. When I first came in,
wow.
you know, I used to get high at the K2 thing. I was addicted to that and all that stuff. But it was just it's all part of the journey. Now I'm completely sober. I've been completely sober for damn near 4 years. And I love it. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink cooch. I don't smoke weed. I don't do none of that. Now I feed my mind and I feed my body. But that, like my celly, he's 21 years old. He get high every day. Last night I had to help him to his bunk and all that. Throwing up everywhere, I had to clean up for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So get called by the CO.
And I don't judge him. Yeah, I don't judge him because I went through a similar. It's all part of the journey. You have to go through it to grow through it.
Facts. And by the way, let me stop you in your tracks and say something to you, man. You looking fit, man. You looking good. You looking good, baby. You looking sharp, baby. You looking sharp. Hey, listen, I seen from and you'll see up in the pictures of what he used to look like and now. Man, that's muscle, man. That's concentration muscle all day, man. I feel it. I feel that grind.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You ain't gonna get out here and they gonna be looking at you. Ski. No, I'm just playing.
But that was part of the transition. Really was to change physically, mentally, and spiritually. So part of my journey in finding me, you know, I really had to find myself here. I didn't know who I was.
Fact.
So I really find, you know, this is me now. Like when I found myself, this is me. And part of that journey was just learning about health and wellness and just learning the advantages of how you can handle adversity and challenges better when your body and your mind is better equipped for it.
Facts. What let me ask you something. What would be one of the things that if you could tell somebody right now, some of these cats out here, what would be the one thing that you'd like to just say to them if you could?
The ones that's out there like doing bad, or which particular
you know what?
Demographic
I don't want to. See, this is something I don't want to do. I don't want to cast anybody at this point right now. I want to just say young men, because you know what? See, when we was growing up, it was different. It was gangbanging. It was a different world than it is right now to these younger cats. It's not the same conversation, the same environment, the same tone we can say for everybody. So what I can say, because these men and little young men need to hear from a man, regardless of the situation you've been in. They need guidance either way. So whatever you can give them, it would probably be a whole lot hell of a realer than shit going on out here. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think I would have made the same message for older men and younger men. Is that right now you have, no matter how old.
Hold on, I think we having auto difficulties. Hold on. Let's see if you say that one more time. My bad. I think.
I said I would. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
I would say to older men or younger men, if I had a message that I could tell them, I would tell them that no matter what age you are, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you've been through, no matter what's going on and how bad it's been or how good it's been, right now you have an opportunity to live the life that you want, whatever that may be, whatever you chase it, whatever you desire, you have an opportunity today to go seek it. And if you are dabbling and risking your freedom, if you're doing any type of activities or you participating in any type of behavior that's detrimental to your well-being, I would definitely suggest to try a different method. Because if anything you're doing, the consequences is prison, I wouldn't risk it. Like now, I look back in retrospect, and I think like, why would I risk it all? Why would I risk it all? Like, what type of mindset was I in that I would risk my life for some money or to be really to fit in with the Joneses for Facebook, for Instagram, to appease other people that don't really matter. And I'm missing out on my son's life. like I ain't been in my son's life in almost 5 years. That's the biggest loss. Like I lost like 100,000. I lost 3-4 houses. I lost over 20, 30 cars. I lost a lot. You seen the car lot. I lost all that.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
But yeah, but that doesn't. That the biggest loss that I took is being in my son's life, and not being able to see my grandma when she passed away, because you start losing loved ones when you incarcerated. Like everything keeps going. So I would inform the general public or men, women, beings of all, like, don't risk your life for something just in the moment. Think long term. It's okay to be patient with your life. Allow things to come to happen. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to take the elevator, take the stairs. Be patient. Go through each level as you rise. And don't focus. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Just focus on your goal ahead. Just look straight. And that's a message that I wish somebody would have told me. Then I also wish I would have listened. That's one of the things is I wasn't receptive. I thought I knew everything. And there's a lot of people that when I call home, they're not receptive. They think they know everything. They already have their mind made up. So I would definitely recommend that you just move. Don't take chances with your life. Don't gamble with your life. Don't gamble with your life.
Before I say anything, I'm sorry about your grams, man. I feel that, man. That's always the greatest fear, especially when you're doing time. The way the world just continues without you, and it's very isolating. And I felt that a lot. So I my condolences, man. I know that shit's rough. You said you've been in there for 5 right now?
Been there for 5.5. It'd be 6 February 29th.
What'd you get?
I got 10 years in the state. I did like 4.5. Now I got 60 months in the feds. Now they didn't calculate. Well, I'm going through some. They didn't calculate my time correctly. So right now I got probably about 30 months left. But I got a motion in with the courts. I talked to my lawyer. He was very confident they're gonna rectify my time. So I probably got about 18 months left. So total, when it's all said and done, I'll probably end up doing 6 to 7 years. Probably like 7 years. Close to 7 years.
Well, no matter what though, no matter what we say or do, it's like our kids are all that matter. At the end of the day, me and you can talk a lot, but our kids is why shit. On some G shit, the only reason why I haven't been back in prison is because I had a daughter, and so I understand. Sometimes we got to get hit in the head and knocked down, but we always get back up, and it's beautiful that you've been knocked down, but you're getting back up, and you get a second chance in life, and it's the one convict to another convict. It's the realism of understanding of what we've been through and the things that we're coming from that are different, that when you get out of here, you see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been in there, you see who's who, who's who to you in your life, but also you get to come out and you get to see, like, because to me, I like to say it's real, because when I was in prison, I think I was more down to earth and more knowledgeable. And as I stayed out here, I became more foolish and indulged in more nonsense. And I got brainwashed until I had to sit down and get my self-control back. You see what I'm saying? Because right now you have the best self-control. You can work out, you can read a book, you can think positive, because those elements of bad ain't hit you yet. You ain't got the bullshit. You ain't got to deal with any of the drama that life is going to hit you with. You see what I'm saying? But I digress. I'm just saying that we know what we've been through, and it's beautiful that now you get a chance to at least get to come back, get to be in your kid's life, because me and you both know men that will never see their kids again, so shout out to my cousin Plus, you know what I'm saying? So there's so many people out here that have to go through that. So I'm blessed that we get to talk, you know what I'm saying? Because, you let me know the day you get out, man, or the week you get out, all day, man, all day I'm going to show up.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah. And, like it's like you have mentioned, a lot of people don't get to come home, so you get to see that as well. There's a couple lifers. You know, I ran into a couple lifers. You know, I learned how to cut hair since I've been incarcerated, and one of the first gigs that I had was cutting people's hair that was never getting out. And when I left the state and I came, I remember he was so sad. He was like, because he had just lost his final appeal. One of the dudes I was cutting, he was like 70 years old. He just lost his final appeal, and he was like, I remember he was just looking at me. He was like. I could tell he was sad I was leaving, and I felt sad that I was leaving, and I'm like, man. But I'd never forget that it was so humbling cutting them dudes' hair, man. Just seeing the strength that it takes to continue day in, day out, knowing that you're never going home again. Like, this is life. This is it. This cell right here is your life. Like that. It takes a powerful man to do that. And another thing I wanted to elaborate on is when you had mentioned that, here, like, it's easy. It's all routine. You know what to expect. There's a lot of influences in here as well. But the biggest test is once you hit them gates, like you had mentioned, that because of the influence from the environment and the social part about it and everything that hits you like a ton of bricks when you get out. So that's something that I've been trying to use my time to actually prepare for. But there's really, how do you prepare for the unknown? You could tell me about the outside. I could read the news. I got a phone. I could look at the outside, but that is still distorted. It's still not reality. I still don't know what I'm facing when I get out there because your life is different than mine. My life is different than everybody else's. So how do you prepare for the unknown? And that's something that I've been asking myself, like, well, how do I prepare for the unknown? Because I've had cellies. I had one cellie, man, he detailed me. We said all the way till he left. We talked every day about how he was going to start this company. He was going to do this. He was going to do that. He had everything lined up. He had all his ducks in a row. And I was like, man, you're about to go out there and make it. I probably contacted him maybe 6 hours, 7 hours out of being incarcerated. He was already getting high again. Yeah. So I thought to myself, I said, what happened? What made a person go from didn't do no drugs, doing this, doing that, to 6 hours later, you backward running in the houses and you just got to pray. So it's something that I haven't experienced it because it's my first biz, my first time getting out. When I do get out, but learning from that experience, I was like, okay, the only way to prepare for the unknown is to develop myself better in self-control. Because if I control myself, that means I can control myself in any type of environment. So I have to learn the body. I have to learn the mind. I have to learn everything about me and put myself in the best position to win. So I think if more inmates focused on the self, like you know what I mean, focused on you and not anything else, because nothing else we can't control but ourselves. So I've been trying to. I don't eat a lot of commissary. I try to eat healthy. I don't eat a lot of commissary. I don't indulge in all the extra activities. I try to maintain self-control because I know that's the only thing I can lean on when I enter this unknown.
Yeah, facts. See that's what I was talking to you about too. That self-control is something that I was talking to Diamond G, is somebody I did some time with before. Shout out to him. And that's one thing that I always like. A lot of people I talk to that I did time with, we talk about that self-control because you had time to think. You had time to at least. You had time at least to think, like when you get out here, you don't got time to think, and really I could tell you whatever I want to tell you and blow, a lot of bullshit up your ass. But, no matter what me or you prepare for, that it ain't no one else you got to worry about but life, because life is what's going to knock you out. Life's what you got to fight when you get out here, because that's the battle that I've learned from one inmate to another. It's life. It's, and I mean that when I say life, I mean everything. I put that all together like bubble gum and wrap it up and eat it, because it's nothing. I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm talking about the universe. You dig? But the fact that you already know, and the fact that you already talking like this is the best possible sign. Because I've seen in my day, I've seen thousands of dudes that I've grown up with have gone back. Shit, I remember the last thing I was told is that I'd be back for murder. You know, that's what the OGs thought I would be back. You know what I'm saying? So I know that everything is what it is, but you know, the fact that you're thinking about your kid, and I'm gonna say this to you just as a man, that's that core, that emotion, that focus is what's gonna keep you from fucking up anything. Because you know, once you don't live for you and you living for someone else, I've learned that it's changed everything. You know, you put the banging down, you stop going out and fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna do whatever you. I'm just saying that this is things that I've incorporated in my life that's kept me away from stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I think that once you're doing good, the devil wants to holler at you.
Yeah, hold on real quick. I think you see police walking. I'm gonna call you right back in probably about like 4 minutes.
All right, man. You be good.
All right,
bet. All right, so we just lost him because of an experience of what's going on in the you know, where he's at. You know, it happens like that. And we're saying that I do hope that I hope the best for him, and we'll keep in contact with y'all and let y'all know what's happening to him. These are things that happen in the joint, y'all. All right. Before I say anything, fuck with my shit. It's your boy. No.
So I didn't hit another lash. See a lash 500, 180 on the dash. Can go to my granny's house. We got ready.